Hi, I'm Arkush for the Chicago Sun-Times with our NFL Week 17 playoff preview. There are no less than 8 games that will have a significant bearing on who makes the playoffs and who doesn't. We will start first with the New Orleans Saints, who will play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it's pretty easy for the Saints. Win, and they will be in as a wild card, but if they lose, they could still not make the playoffs. That depends on what the Arizona Cardinals are going to do out west. They're hosting the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the 49ers come in still with a chance to be the number 1 seed with some help, but they certainly can be the 5th seed, the first wild card, if they knock off the Cardinals. If the Cardinals beat the 49ers and New Orleans beats the Buccaneers, it's still going to be the 49ers and the Saints in the playoffs. But if they get some help, if the Bucs can knock off the Saints, we could end up with the 49ers and the Cardinals as our wild card teams. Now, you've got to also take a look at the Seattle Seahawks. They're in the playoffs, but they have not clinched the NFC West yet. If they were to somehow get upset this weekend, and they're going to have, well, an interesting challenge with the St. Louis Rams, and the 49ers have won out, the 49ers could still end up not as the number 1 seed, but as the number 2 seed and as the division champ in the NFC West. We take a look, of course, at the other 2 huge games in the NFC, winner take all, Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. If you're in Chicago, you know all about that one. The winner of that one wins the NFC North. The Chicago Bears have to get their run defense in order to stop Eddie Lacy. For the Green Bay Packers, their defense hasn't been very good either. They're going to have to make sure that the Bears' 2 outstanding receivers, Alshon Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall, don't go off on them. Nothing complicated, though. The winner of that one is in. Same story in the NFC East, where there was huge news at the beginning of this week. Dallas Cowboys at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. The winner takes the NFC East title, but there will be no Tony Romo for the Dallas Cowboys as he is done for the season with a back injury. Can Kyle Orton step up against the Eagles, who just went nuts the week before on Sunday Night Television against the Bears, putting 54 up and only allowing 11 points? Even though it's in Dallas with the Romo injury, you got to figure the Eagles are a pretty big favorite here. Now, on the AFC side, it's a lot easier. There are seeds in place, but what we're waiting to find out is who's going to be that final wild card. The wild card number 5, or the 5th seed, is the Kansas City Chiefs. We know New England has won the East, Cincinnati has won the North, Indianapolis has won the South, and Denver has won the West. For that final wild card spot, you've got the Baltimore Ravens controlling their own destiny. With a victory over the Bengals, they will be in. They've played the Bengals tough in the past and, of course, have been one of the hotter teams in the AFC before getting blown out at home just in Week 16 against the New England Patriots. If the Ravens stumble, then you've got the Miami Dolphins waiting in the wings, and you've got the San Diego Chargers. Now, the Dolphins would be in if they win and the Ravens lose. If both Miami and the Ravens lose and San Diego gets a victory in their last game against Kansas City, then the Chargers can come in the back door and claim that 6th spot. Right now in the AFC, though, all eyes will be on the Baltimore Ravens as they try and handle the Cincinnati Bengals. That's our playoff preview for Week 17. We'll be previewing all the playoffs games for you here at ChicagoSunTimes.com as they approach. Right now, though, we've got to finish setting the field. Can't wait to see what happens in Week 17. For all the best in NFL news and Chicago Bears news, make sure you stay at ChicagoSunTimes.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.